Hey, welcome back to the channel, my friends. I hope you're all having a good day today. It is What Would You Make Sunday, and I have two beautiful inspiration for you. So without further ado, let's get started. So you're going to need a canvas. It doesn't matter what size you have. You're also going to need some napkins. In this one, I'm using an 8 by 11 canvas, and I have these two beautiful napkins that came from a pack from my stash. So what I'm doing here, I'm just removing the extra panel from the napkin. I'm only using these two sides with the flowers. Once I remove that, this is how I'm going to be laying down the napkin on the inside of the canvas. But before I do that, I know that it needed to distress a little, so I took some folk art almond, and this is multi-surface paint, and I'm going to mix those two together. I also added a little dab of espresso plastic paint, and this is just to tone down or to give me a darker mixture. And then I took a dry chippy brush and a little piece of napkin just to offload the paint, and I'm going across the top of our canvas in a diagonal fashion. This is optional, friends. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can do whatever you want to do on this side of your canvas. So once I was satisfied with that, I'm going to paint on the inside. So I gave that one good coat of chalk paint, white chalk paint, and it didn't look as bright as it needed to, but I just needed a base color before I laid down the napkin. Next, I took some Mod Podge, and I'm just going over the canvas, just spreading that until it became very tacky. Now this is canvas, and it's going to absorb some of the liquid, so you have to work fast here. So once I put the napkin down, once I put the Mod Podge down, place the napkin over that. I wasn't worried that it didn't spread all the way to the corners, because you're not going to see that side. The purpose of doing this is because when I cut it, then this part is going to be showing on the front side, if you understand what I'm talking about. So I laid my two panels of napkin down, and then I'm just going over with the Mod Podge touch to seal the ends. And then I took a piece of cling wrap just to smooth that out. And after I smooth that out, I then used a piece of parchment paper and my heat press to heat that, to reactivate the Mod Podge. So next I flipped it over, and this is the top side now. I'm using my tape measure just to measure and give me the center. And once I had the center, now I'm going to cut. Here I am just kind of eyeballing where my point is to transfer that on the other side. I'm using light lines, just very light. So I use my pencil and the ruler and scored the lines on the inside, because that's where I want to focus on. So once I scored the lines, I measured where I needed to place my lines, and I want it to form right in the center of the corners. So I kind of eyeballed an inch on either side of my corner point, and then found the center of the canvas and just used the ruler to connect the lines going upward. And all of those lines are coming back to meet in the middle. So once I just woke up from a nap. Once I got all my, at the time I was doing the voiceover, that's when I woke up from the nap. So once I got all my lines down, I placed it on my cutting mat using my ruler as my guide and the box cutter, and I'm cutting the lines. Now I'm not cutting all the way down to the edge of the board. I'm just leaving a little, maybe about an inch from the board, and I did all the cutting all the round, flipped it over, and this is what it looks like. So now those pieces or panels that we just cut, I am going to fold them over onto themselves on the outside of our canvas. Use a little hot glue at the tip of the panels and glue that down. So I started with one corner, then I turned that around, did the other corner, and I'm going to do that all the way around until I have all of them glued down. So this is the busted canvas. I did make another busted canvas last year. I will link that at the top here so you can check that out if you've never seen this technique before. If you have not yet made a busted canvas, now you can do so. Go ahead and try it. I'd love to see your pictures if you do so. This is what it looks like. Love, 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 love it. I'm going to set that aside and then work on the inside. So I'm using a piece of cardboard here. This piece of cardboard is very, very thick. And on top of that, I have another piece of canvas. This is going to be my surface area. When you look through the open space, this is what you're going to see. So just like I did for the top of the canvas, I'm doing the same thing. Use a dry brush, went across this diagonally until I was satisfied. Next, I'm going to glue the canvas on top of the cardboard. So I'm using school glue here, and you can use, I'm using the glue stick, not the liquid. You can use the school glue if you want to, or I wouldn't recommend hot glue. If you use hot glue, just use it on the four corners just to keep it down for you. And then I took the parchment paper and the heat press again just to reactivate that glue. Now I'm going to work on the inside of the canvas. So I'm just using 4 little pieces of wood just to raise the canvas so it's not laying flat on the table. Next, I'm going to glue the cardboard piece in. So I turned that face forward and added some hot glue right on the edges of the board. And I'm going to glue that onto the board section of the canvas. Now, if you're going to add anything to your inside, like maybe some words or decoupage or whatever, you want to do it before you actually glue that down. So then I cut down 4 strips of cardboard, and this cardboard is very thick, my friends. That's why I'm using it. I'm going to use that to anchor the sides of the piece that I just glued in. So I use some hot glue to glue that in. I enjoy using cardboard in my crafts. If you enjoy, or if you have ever used cardboard in your DIYs, let me know that down in the comment section below. I have some upcoming projects that I will be using cardboard, so let me know if that's something that you would like to see. So here I am using 2 little pieces of flower foam. I just cut those down small enough to fit in the inside and glue those on the inside. And then I grab my pick of floral bouquet. That bouquet I got from Walmart last, I think I had this in my stash for 2 years now. So I cut down a few of the stems and I'm just poking them into the flower foam. And I only needed 3 pieces because these buds are very large, or 3 or 4 pieces, I believe. And that is what this looks like, my friend. Now you can stop here if you want to. I thought that it needed something else. That little space right above our flowers needs something, right? Don't you think? Then I remembered that I had some small fall stencil. This one says autumn is my favorite color. So I just fuzzed that and placed it right above the flowers, and look at how perfectly it fit right there. And then I took some black paste and a stencil brush, and I'm going to stencil that on. Now you don't need a lot, so I'm just offloading some of the paste onto a napkin and then just lightly dabbing that onto the surface. My friends, if you're enjoying the content so far, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. I'd surely appreciate that. So then I remove the stencil and this is what it looks like. Love it so far. So then I flipped it over and now I'm a little jute hanger that I took off something else. I just glued that down and then added 2 little pieces of brown paper over the ends, and this completes this one. Let me know what you think about this busted canvas, my friend. I love it, love it, love it, but that is just me. Now this is what would you make. I host this playlist every month with my friend Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIY, myself, Christine, Divine Designs, and this month we have our guest host, Linda from the Craft Doll. Now all you need for this playlist is to make anything using wood and you're good to go. Links to our channels will be in the description box below, as well as the playlist. So for this one, we'll be using a wood round, 12-inch wood round, and these are the paints that I'll be painting the sections in. Some Waverly Moss, multi-surface, and mineral. So that's the section painted with the moss, and I did decide afterwards to include a little antique wax here, so that is what I'm doing. So I just removed the paint, removed the tape, placed it back over the edge of the moss section that I just painted, just to make sure that none of my antique wax is getting on that side. And then I took a baby wipe and just removed some of the excess. And then I'm going to paint another section, so I sectioned off that area, and this is where I placed the multi-surface. I love the multi-surface paint. It just glides on very easily. And you see me adding little squirts of water. That's just to water down the paint a little bit. And then painted the top section with the mineral. Now I got these letters from Amazon, and I painted hello with the true burgundy and autumn with the black. Now those little pumpkin cutouts that you see on the board, I actually got those from my job. They come with these little sticky dots that you would use to glue onto your billboard. Now teacher, if you're a teacher, you would know what I'm talking about. They would use these to decorate the board for different seasons. Now I wouldn't use the sticky dots on here because it would lumpy and it wouldn't lay flat. So I'm just using some Mod Podge to secure mine. And I just place the Mod Podge there, spread it all around, and then place it arbitrarily on the board, just like you see me have them laid out. And once I placed that down, I did that for all 3, and then I used the parchment paper and the heat press and just press that down, reactivate that Mod Podge to seal them. And then afterwards I used the sanding block to just file off the excess, and this is what it looks like. Now with my letters all painted, I took a piece of painter's tape and just placed that right at the top, just to give me an idea of where the letters need to be glued down. And then I just used some cement glue to glue them on. Now to seal everything, I'm just using a little hot glue. Hot glue, Christine? No. You're using some Mod Podge to seal everything, to seal your surface. That's what you're doing, Christine. You're using some Mod Podge to seal the surface as well as the letters that you just glued on. Now I'm going to make a little bow, and these are scrap ribbons that I had made a bow before and pulled it apart. So I'm just making a small I'm making a small bow here. So I glued the ends together, scrunch up the middle, and use a little clamp to hold that in place. And I did that for all 3, and then afterwards I use a little hot glue to just hold the middle in. Gluing the middle is optional. There are actually many ways of making your bows. This is one of Christine's way of making her bow. And actually one of my subscriber, Tracy, sent me a bow maker. Girl, I'm actually going to sit down one day and make a couple bows. So now I have my 3 loops. I place them one on top of each other, slanting them slightly, and then just use a piece of jute cord, tied them together, and now that's done. I also cut a piece of the ribbon, and that I am going to use to wrap in the middle. But before I wrapped them, I took a piece of jute and added some beads for a little garland. Let me take a moment, friends, to remind you of the playlist down below, and also if you're enjoying the content, to hit that subscribe button as well. So now our little bow is done. I love it, love it, love it. So before we glue on our bow, we're going to add our hanger. So I took some other beads and a jute cord, piece of jute, and I'm adding those beads, making sure that I bring in a blend of all the colors that are on the board. And I'm using my little handheld Hardell handheld drill to drill 2 holes at the top of our board. That's where we're going to place our hanger. And I just added a little dab of hot glue right at the end there to keep the hanger from swinging around. So now we're going to glue on our bow, but before I do that, I'm just fluffing it to just reopen those folds. Make sure that the bow is fluffy, and then you're going to add a lot of hot glue. And I am loving this one. I love the colors. Guys, let me know what you think. Now here is our scripture for today. This is Proverbs 22 verse 6. The blessing of the Lord brings riches, and he adds no sorrow to it. Love it, love it, love it. Now here we are for the final reveal of our 2 wood projects today. Our busted canvas that says autumn is my favorite color, and our wood round door swag or wall hanging that says hello autumn. Now guys, I love these. Let me know which one was your favorite. And there you have it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I enjoyed crafting with you today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more creative projects like these. And tap that notification bell as well so you never miss an upload. Need more inspiration? Click right here for other fun DIYs. Happy crafting, stay safe, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!